Thank you for tuning in to the Afternoon Pint. This episode is sponsored by Camilla Najat of Exit Realty, Strategy Up Business Consultants, and ISS Atlantic Security Guard Services. Enjoy the show. Cheers!
Cheers! Cheers!
And welcome to the Afternoon Pint. I'm Mike Tobin.
I am Matt Conrad. And who do we have here?
And I'm Mike Jack. How's it going?
Mike Jack.
Awesome.
Mike Jack eats heat.
Yeah.
That's me.
This is awesome. So, yeah.
Guinness, you're our first Guinness World Record holder, I think, that we've ever had on the show.
18 times,
Awesome.
too. So we went
18
right for the top. Right for the top. So,
What crazy things did you do to get a record in the Guinness Book of World, or what do you call it?
Guinness Book of Records. World Records,
Yeah, Guinness Book of World Records. Yeah. I've appeared in the book 4 times. I listened to a bunch of my records. I guess most of them are spicy ones. The craziest one is fastest time to eat 100 Carolina Reaper peppers.
Okay.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You're not the only guy to do that. There's people that do it, and you did it faster than other people that ate 100 hot Carolina Reaper peppers.
Yeah. On record, there's only 3 other people who have ever eaten 100 Carolina Reaper peppers before. Mm-hmm. I'm the only one who's done it more than once. I've eaten 100 or more 4 times now.
And how fast did you do it?
It took me 36 minutes.
36 minutes. That is a lot of heat to put in one guts, in that short of time.
Can that kill people? Are they that strong? I know they're one of the hottest peppers in the world, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they were the Guinness Book of World Records world's hottest pepper up until just over a year ago. It got beat by Pepper X.
Yep.
But at the time when I did it, it was the hottest pepper, and I'd say spicy stuff. Really, it's it's honestly relatively safe. I'd say I wouldn't do it if you have a heart condition,
right?
Something like that. Anything could happen. I don't know. You could choke on them, but you could choke on anything, right? So
right.
It's basically I've built up a tolerance to them, but also it's a lot of mind over matter, and just gumption too, just knowing how to kind of manage the pain and not freak out, I guess, is the thing.
So anyone who's listening to the show knows I like a little bit of heat. Obviously not to your level, but higher than the norm, but not willing to compete. But I know that when I've had really spicy things, or when I've whatever, we've had the death wings and I ate a pound of those and all that stuff. I know what it does to my body. It's not even during that's actually the problem. Maybe it's different for you, but it's what it does to your guts. And yeah. I'm not talking about the gross stuff. I'm actually just talking simply about the fire in your belly for the next 24 hours. How do you handle that?
Yeah, we call it cap cramps, like capsaicin, the spicy chemical. It's it gives you cramps. It feels when I do the real crazy stuff, it feels like a hand is really reaching into your guts and just squeezing your intestines and giving them a twist, right? So, but yeah, a lot of the time it's just waiting it out, really. It's you're just going through pain. Sometimes it's just 12, 14 hours of just hurting, just laying on the cold tiles sort of thing, but. Yeah, not to be super gross, but also the more you the more you throw up, the easier it's going to be later, sort of thing. That's fair. What I mean? So usually, when you do something crazy, you're going to throw up sooner or later. So just I just try to, once it starts coming out, just keep it going. And sometimes I've done the most Reapers I've ever eaten. It's not a official Guinness record, but it's a world record. I ate 164 Carolina Reaper peppers, and I was actually, right after I was in bad shape, obviously, but I was pretty much fine again, a couple hours later, just because as soon as I was trying to eat as many as I could, and I ate them until they were, basically coming out of me.
I read something somewhere, though, that there's something genetic about you that might be different that enables you to do this. Is that true, or is it more...
the capsaicin receptors.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what's going on there? Do you have... yours are altered, do you think, or yours are different?
I've heard people talk about that and stuff like that, but I don't think mine are. I think I've built a tolerance over, a couple decades of
like training
eating
and
spicier, hotter and hotter stuff.
Yeah.
Because when I started, I couldn't handle Carolina Reaper peppers or anything. I always say, we used to go to the movie theater and you get your nachos and you get the little cup of jalapenos. I couldn't finish that little cup of pickled sliced jalapenos, right? So
really,
yeah. So that's why I'm I don't think it's a genetic thing for me, and in that regard anyway, because it's just I thought those were crazy hot. I used to, when I started out with spicy stuff, it was sriracha was getting big at the time, and Frank's Red Hot and Tabasco and stuff like that, and that stuff I thought that was pretty hot at the time. But just over time using starting out with a couple dots, and then I'm putting, lines of sauce on, and then I'm I think I need a hotter sauce. So I'm not, so my plate's not, more hot sauce than food sort of thing, right?
Right.
So I'd kind of start at the time, there's a lot of craft hot sauces around now.
Yeah.
But you have to you'd have to search for them back then. So I'd, be looking for hotter and hotter sauces all the time. And eventually I found out about Carolina Reapers and the hot sauce and stuff like that.
Wow.
And
So fast forward, we're sitting here. Actually, we're at Jungle Jim's today. I got to make sure we shout out to them. It's their Wing Wednesday.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome. We have some very big pints in front of us here.
We got some big pints.
Proper pints. So typically we don't get a 20-ounce pint, I don't think, in most places in Nova Scotia. But today they are actual pint sizes.
They're big pints because we're going to eat some spicy stuff.
We're getting some spicy stuff.
Mike brought some hot sauces here.
Yeah. So
I did.
So which one of these are your hottest?
So my hottest one is this one here. It's called Tropical Fury.
Tropical Fury.
So it's got
Is it okay if we open this?
Oh, yeah, give her.
Okay. So I'm going to open it up here. Matt's going to try it. I'm not.
I am definitely going to try it.
And then I want him to ask you some really deep questions and see how he handles it. I don't know if we might need something to. Oh no, I think we got it here.
Yeah,
you got to open that with.
There you go.
Oh yeah, awesome. Man, so it's really cool. It has your beautiful face. So I notice your beautiful face is right here on the label. Now, you always have this headband on.
Yeah,
I do,
wearing it right now. Yeah,
And you have it in all your YouTube videos. So this morning I watched the one where you did the world's spiciest chip.
Oh, yeah.
And you ate 26 of them. Was that right? 20 something?
Yeah, I think in that video I ate 24 of them. But yeah, those were actually...
Was that the one chip challenge that we were talking about
The one chip challenge, yeah. So those were actually ones I had left over because I broke a record eating them. I ate 71 one-chip challenges, yeah.
And I watched your wife eat one. That was really something to see as well. Yeah. But amazing. So I'm shaking this up right now. We just got a spoon from Jungle Jim's. Matt's going to try his hottest hot sauce. He'll try it first. Now, I'm a big baby. I might try the most mild one here. What's the most mild one?
My mildest one is this one here, Taco Tuesday.
Okay, taco.
Tastes just like a taco.
That's a beautiful color. I like the color of this one. It's like a nice kind of green vibe.
Yeah.
And who do you say makes your hot sauces?
Yeah, so they're made for me by Dawson's Hot Sauce. Mm-hmm. So you know the show Hot Ones? They've been on there. They've had their sauces featured 5 times on there. What? Canadian company. So
okay.
Yeah.
What's one of their most famous sauces? Do you know, like the Dawson's guys or?
Yeah, they've got the Dawson's original.
Yeah.
They've got like a shawarma sauce.
Ooh.
There's what's the one called cedar smoked maple, I believe it is.
Looks
that
like
one's
that one
really
might
good.
have you a little clogged up at the top there.
I still got it out though.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Oh, you already tried some?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It has some heat to it, but because it's the tropical, we were talking about this before. So it has pineapple, vinegar, habanero, extra virgin olive oil, garlic, ghost pepper, sugar, lemon, and sea salt.
Oh, we got you a straw. Can you?
You want me to just drink it out of the bottle?
Why don't you just suck back? As much
you could
as
just use that.
Yeah, no, I
to kind of get the build up off.
Drink. No, this would be awesome if you could chug a bottle of hot sauce. That would be. How far down do you think you get?
Drinking it?
Yeah.
I don't know. You want me to try it?
I'll have a little taste. Why not? Can't hurt.
Give her.
And now we know he's not trying it. Let's just wait and see if this really hits. Now we'll know.
It's hot.
It's hot.
You know what? It's different than a lot of other hot sauces because it actually hits pretty instantly.
Yeah.
It's not a slow burn. Hits pretty instantly, but you can still taste the pineapple quite a bit.
Nice.
Why don't you give it a try?
Me? No, because if I do it, I won't be able to do the rest of the show. I'll just leave.
Thank you.
Nice taste, though. You like it, eh?
Honestly, I really like that. It's right up my alley. The sweet and the heat, the tropical flavors.
I'll give you your straw back. Try putting that in your eye. That'll burn, wouldn't it? There you go. My dear. Thank you so much. Okay, and I'll try taste here, too.
Are you? Okay.
This spoon's clean.
Ooh. Give her a try.
Okay. Now I did this over the holidays. I opened up for my little sister a Maritime Madness one, like a little gift pack for Christmas. And the number 9, the one what was like a 9 rating, I think it was their Moonshine Habanero.
Oh, okay.
That sent me over the moon, Dan. That was too hot for me. So I think this might kill me, right? But let's give it a go.
This one's a 9 out of 10 on the Dawson scale there.
Yeah.
Oh, fudge. See, now I have a completely different reaction. The taste of this, and then, this is not an infomercial. I'm just honest. It's not. Like, it tastes delicious.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Flavor and heat for sure.
Yeah, you got the heat.
You nailed that. Honestly.
I'm ready to take. I might have to do the rest of this one shirtless. But holy cow, that heart condition's starting to.
Yeah, that heart condition. No, honestly, not an infomercial. Honestly, I have a lot of hot sauces. That would be up there for me in terms of one of my favorite ones. And like,
oh, thank you.
I'm like, my mouth is just. I want to have more because my mouth is just watering. And that's what really it does.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. That's anyway, solid. So yeah, I'm gonna try that on wings in a little bit, or maybe we can just dab some of the wings or whatever earlier, but. Or later, but that's really good.
You've made a career out of eating spicy things, which I think is the craziest thing in the world.
How? You started off saying, like, you couldn't even eat jalapenos. So, like, how did you get to a point where you're doing this now?
This episode is brought to you by Camilla Najat with Exit Realty Metro.
Camilla Najat is an experienced real estate agent who prides herself in finding the perfect home for her clients. Camilla can help you with a comparative market analysis to help determine the value of your home if you're planning on selling, or help you determine the going rate for the neighborhood you're moving into. She can also work with you at your pace.
You can reach Camilla by calling 902-880-8429 or email camilla@exitmetro.ca.
Also, you can find her on Facebook at Camilla Najat, Exit Realty Metro.
Yeah, just a lot of practice. Basically, is what I say, right? Yeah, like over a couple decades, really. Like, I started out just liking hot sauce. I never thought, I didn't plan to do any competitions or anything like that, right? So I just liked it, and yeah, like I said, I was using just more and more sauces. I'd find newer hot sauces a little bit hotter. I'd start with just like, put a little dot in your craft dinner sort of thing, mix it up, and then eventually I'm like, I think I can let's do 5 dots or let's do 10 dots, and then I'm just pouring it on sort of thing, you know what I mean? So just finding hotter and hotter sauces, and then it's been almost 8 years now. One of my buddies was like, oh, you're really good with hot sauces. There's people on YouTube like eating peppers and stuff like that. Like, you should give it a try. So so I was like, okay, let's try it out. So I got my first pepper I ate on my YouTube channel, Mike Jack Eats Heat, was a dried Carolina Reaper pepper. Yeah. So I was like, oh, let's give it a try. So I tried one. My buddy tried one.
At that work? Remember we did that charity thing?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I did. Same thing. Dried Carolina Reaper. I did the same thing.
For sure.
I'm not following after your footsteps, so.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, it was pretty hot, but I think I could eat more. So I just tried to.
That video with your wife had almost 2 million views.
Oh, yeah,
Of eating the chips. That was crazy.
Yeah,
right? And it ended in the toilet.
Yeah, that's my best YouTube video. Yeah, I've got a bunch of them with over 1 million on Facebook, and I got one on TikTok as well, over 1 million views. So it's been going pretty crazy.
Still feeling that heat. So but like over 576 YouTube videos or something like that. Five. It was a crazy amount.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I've got I got a lot now. But
I watched one just recently where you went after the record for what was it? You drank tomato sauce or something?
Oh yeah,
you drank a bowl of tomato sauce.
It was like
for the Guinness World Record
sauce or something.
That's like the most recent one you won last year, right? Like the big bowl of hot sauce.
Yeah. You're talking. Yeah, there's 2 different ones. Yeah, the one you're talking about, the most recent one. It was I did 2 records in the same day. It was like at Guinness headquarters in the UK.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
So it was like I did one that was most hot sauce eaten in 1 minute, and then most hot sauce eaten in 3 minutes. That one went kind of viral with the one Guinness posted. But I also did most tomato sauce drank in fast time to drink a liter of tomato sauce.
Liter of it. Okay, yeah, that's what it was.
That one I've held that record twice now. So I had it.
Somebody took it from you?
Yeah, a couple people took it. One of them is a pretty well known like YouTuber, competitive eater, Badlands Booker.
I've heard that.
If you've heard of him, he does a lot of like chugging sodas is his thing, sort of thing. So, he took that record from me. I got it back a couple years later, and now it's beat again. So I might have to try again some other time. But
that must be insane. Like, because obviously it's like so thick. You got to go through a straw. I think.
Yeah.
Do you have to drink it through a straw?
Yeah.
Or can you drink it like straight up?
There's lots of rules with the Guinness records. They're pretty particular. So not only do you have to use a straw, but it's got to be a certain size of straw. Like it can't be like people are like, oh, maybe you should try like a Slurpee straw, and you're like, it's like there's rules about that, and you can't like pick it up at all and stuff like that. So there's lots of different rules. Yeah, every time I do something, there's so many people just commenting like, "Oh, why'd you use like such a small spoon?" Right? When I'm eating the hot sauce out of the bowl, and it's like you got to use it. It's in the rules. You got to use a teaspoon. You can't pick it up. And people are like, "Oh, I can beat that. I would just throw the spoon away and just chug it or whatever." Well, but it's like you can't. I'd probably do a lot better if I could do that too. But it's the rules, right?
Yeah. Except, I think you got to have the same competition, I guess. But 18, holy smokes. So how many of them are spicy related? Do you remember?
The majority of them. I think I got how many, like maybe 5 of them aren't spicy.
Okay.
So yeah, at the time I was just I had sent Guinness World Records a bunch of videos and stuff like that, my spicy stuff, and they're like, "Oh, we're loving these videos, like send us more." And I'm like, "Okay, I can't right now. I gotta wait till pepper season, right? Because they're only getting the fresh peppers. You can only get them at a certain time." And they're like, "Well, is there anything else you can do?"
This is not pepper season right now, right?
Right now, no. February not a good time to find the hottest.
When's the best time to get the peppers?
Usually like September, October. I'd say that's probably like
so
the
typical
best time,
harvesting seasons.
Yeah.
So that doesn't change like when you go to like places like in the southern United States and stuff like that. Can they not do it all year round at all?
Like I think the only place that could maybe do it all year round is like parts of Florida and stuff like that.
Okay.
But they do have like maybe like a couple more months of a season. But yeah, even getting them in the States and then shipping them shipping fruit across the border and stuff like that, it's like pretty tough too. So
no, that's fair. And speaking of shipping peppers, so when Mike first kind of suggested to get you on, he said, "Yeah, do you know this?" I'm like, "I know this guy."
And I knew you were right away.
Right? Yeah, because we talked about this in a previous episode where we talked about this before the show about the capsaicin and the drug addiction and all that stuff that happens. But I saw you in that docuseries, Super Hot.
Yeah.
And that's where I first saw you. And then I kind of checked out your socials and stuff like that. And I saw that you were living here in Nova Scotia. I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Super Hot, the Disney Plus one that I watched?
It was in Disney Plus. Yeah,
because that's where I seen you on that one.
Yeah. So that's the one, I told you I watched it and everything. So that, Johnny Scoville's the guy who was hosting it essentially, but shipping peppers. So one of the things that I had no idea, and I like hot stuff, but some of these guys are certified paranoid about shipping their peppers.
Oh yeah,
because they're afraid of getting their seeds stolen, and like this is a whole thing. And I was like, no way.
Yeah, it's crazy. The craziest thing I could that I can say about it is I did this one competition in Carolina, and it was run by Smokin' Ed Curry, the creator of the Carolina Reaper and stuff like that. It was on a Netflix show called We Are the Champions.
Okay.
And so one thing that was happening there is there were people who were because Ed had these kind of different peppers he hadn't released yet and stuff like that, and people wanted the seeds. So people were like waiting for people from the competition to throw up in buckets, and they were trying to like steal the buckets to get the seeds from the peppers. Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
So they're willing to, sort through people's barf to get these seeds, right? Because it's like a crazy, if you have the world's hottest pepper, it's like, you can make a lot of money, right? So
that's what I learned from this show is that,
what does a Pepper X go for, say? Like if I was just to buy a Pepper X.
Like Pepper X right now, you actually can't get it at all.
No?
No, you can, because Ed Curry, made that pepper as well. He hasn't released it to the public. Like you can get like some places have licensed like a mash to make like hot sauces and stuff like that. Like you know on you know like the hot ones, you know the Last Dab sauces and stuff like that. But you can't get the actual peppers because he's really working on like a patent. Because it's like, you know, he created the Carolina Reaper pepper, and he kind of, you know, once people got the seeds, they just grow their own, and then he doesn't, you know, he doesn't make any profit, or you know, he can't copyright it or whatever, right? Yeah. So he's working on that now, and I haven't tried the actual pepper, but I'm super excited to, once the opportunity comes up for me to try that, I really want to, you know, break records with it, right?
The day that video comes, we'll make sure we share it on the point. That'd be amazing to see you do that one, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and the other thing I kind of learned about this is like, so even on the show, because they were competing on the show, they were competing for to create a pepper, and I think people don't really realize this is like these guys are like botanists, like they are actually. When you say creating these peppers, they are creating these peppers.
Oh yeah,
they're not. You know, people think like, oh, it's a pepper, it grows in nature. No, they're like doing hybrids of things and modifying it. You know, they're all genetically modified.
Yeah, it's all cross pollination and stuff like that. Yeah, trying to put two peppers together to make something different and make something hotter. And you just put. You know, I've heard there's different things they do. Like they put the peppers, I guess if you put them under stress, like if they don't get enough like water, there's like too much sun or stuff like that, then the peppers like grow hotter. So they
Mike's
try to
kind of like that. You get put under stress, he gets a little spicy.
A little spicy right now. You better be careful.
So it's just trying to make the peppers like hotter and hotter, and it's a wild world for sure.
Have you ever tried to grow the peppers yourself?
I dabbled in it a little bit, but
Something
it's not really. It's not really.
I haven't tried either. I'd love to try it.
Yeah, I'm not really. I don't have the patience, I guess, to be a good gardener. I guess so. I just. I just eat them.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, you're making hot sauce out of them, so that's fairly legit. I mean, I personally would be more interested in making a hot sauce than growing the pepper, because I'm probably not going to sit and eat.
I think I need to make a cool sauce for guys like me. After you have one of those, like a sauce that just kind of
that cools you.
Yeah.
If you can do
the
that,
opposite of a hot sauce.
Yeah.
I think that's called maple syrup.
Does maple syrup kill burn?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Like
honey,
just clinically?
honey, maple syrup.
Honey, maple syrup.
Maybe a bit. Yeah, like sweet stuff.
Yeah. After you do these crazy videos, do you take something like that to just kind of like ease the pain a bit? Have you ever had to?
Honestly, like once you get super crazy, there's not much that'll help. Like, you know, like I guess like, you know, scientifically, like dairy and stuff like that helps, but I'm vegan, so I don't even do that. So basically, I just wait it out, to be honest. Yeah.
You know what?
You know, like Matt was saying.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I had a bad experience. The only time I have ever vomited eating something spicy was I ate a pound of the death wings from a restaurant that doesn't exist anymore, and these were like you had to sign a waiver, and it was like these were hot. These were actually quite hot.
Where was this? What restaurant was
Bubba
this?
Ray's.
Okay.
In Halifax.
Didn't this place, Jungle Gyms, have a waiver too?
These guys have a waiver, and it's the suicide wings. But honestly, like compared to the death wings, like the suicide wings here are tasty. They're good.
Yeah.
But compared to the death wings, it tastes like ketchup.
Okay.
So these death wings, I was only the fourth person to ever eat a pound of them. The problem was it was the first thing I ate that day.
Oh yeah.
So as you probably aware, that is a terrible decision.
It is for sure.
Yeah, because it just when your stomach empty, it just burns.
It's just something that you never had fiery poops. Like you never had it come out the other end. That's never happened to you. Is that true?
Yeah, like when you're talking about like if there's something genetic with me, I guess the one thing is like I've never had like a burn butt before.
Yeah.
So
like I've had that from like a curry.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like never. Like even when I first started, I never had that, and people were saying like, oh yeah, like you're gonna burn your ass and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I kind of thought it was a joke or like whatever, like oh yeah, like I don't know, like, but then I understand now that it's a real thing that people get, but I've never had that, and yeah, from what we've seen, it's like or read about, like it's a genetic mutation, right? So I guess I consider myself a mutant. I'm just waiting for my call from Professor X to, because that's got to save the world one day, right?
You kind of look like a superhero with the bandana, man. Yeah.
So sorry, but I ate these wings, and I sat there and I was like, sure enough, like I said, like a half an hour later, as I said before, the stomach burns, like not as much in the mouth, and I was like, I gotta put this fire out of my belly, so I did stupidly stopped at Dairy Queen to get a small Blizzard. And I was like, the ice cream's going to put this out. It's cold. It's sweet. Let's put this thing out. I ate that. I think I got halfway through it. And all of a sudden I was like, it's coming back. And I think the milk just like curdled in my stomach. I ran to the bathroom. I actually shoved a guy out of the way. And he kind of went like, hey. But then after he saw what I did, I think he was fine with me pushing him out of the way. But it was the only time I ever threw. I felt so defeated because I was like, I was known as kind of a spicy guy. I had to go back 2 weeks later and I ate them again. But this time it wasn't the only first thing I ate. And I did eat them and I was fine. But yeah. So I don't know if dairy's the best thing for people to put out the fire because for me, it ruined me.
Yeah,
do you remember that old Kenny Rogers? Whenever people start talking about dairy, remember that old Mad TV Kenny Rogers sketch?
No,
I was raised on the dairy.
You do? Yeah, they were doing a milk chugging contest. He's like, I was raised in the dairy, bitch. It was the funniest thing ever.
Yes. That was like the first viral video that we were showing that to our friends. Like that was one of the first videos ever that we were all sharing.
Oh yeah,
and we were all like just laughing and dying and watching it over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just made me think of that.
I guess that's one thing that I do, right? Is like before I eat, something crazy. I eat a lot of food before.
Yeah.
Like people think it's crazy because I'll eat like a couple, bowls of like hash browns or like French fries, and then I'll eat like just before
Smart.
I'll eat like 3 or 4 peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
And I'll smart though.
I'll be like stuffed.
Yeah.
And then I'll eat 100 Carolina Reaper peppers, and people are like, "How are you fitting that in?" It's just.
But that's a good base.
That probably helps your stomach out like major.
Yeah, I'm like bloated before I even start. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's kind of like if you go out for a night of drink and you haven't like eaten anything, it's going to affect you more. It's the same with the like spicy stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's going to affect you a lot more in your guts anyway, right? And that's more, when you talk about like cooling yourself down, like I'm not ever like really worried about my mouth. Like I'm just like, it's going to be cooled down in like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's more like your guts, like,
It is.
Hours after really. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know, like when Sean from Hot Ones, when he's on there, and he talks about how he needs to like take the rest of the day to like just lay down and calm his stomach and all that stuff, right?
Would.
But it's like he must do a lot in the same. I don't know how they record their show, right? But he must do a lot in the same day because I mean, most of the time they're only taking like a bite or two of each wing, and I'm just kind of like, that doesn't seem that bad. I don't know.
He kind of goes with whatever the guests do, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like if they're polishing the wings off, he's doing it too, or just taking a bite if they're taking a bite, just whatever. But
They should have you on the show.
I would, I would love to be on the show. But I right now they have like the A-list celebrities, like. So I need a few more followers before I can get on there.
Fair enough, but and I think maybe some of it also is like they like the idea of like people suffering, and you might just like walk through that, no problem.
You'd walk through it, probably no problem.
It would be easy, yeah. I'd kind of have to, instead of doing a wing, I'd need to just polish off a bottle each sauce, probably, right?
That would
just
be fun to
chug her
watch,
down.
Yeah, but they have vegan wings because I know they've had vegans on there
yeah.
and everything. So they have the vegan wing options and everything. You'd also have to somehow get your sauce on there, I think, too.
Exactly. Yeah. So, even that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, I think that's some of the issue too. Is they people want to watch people they know like be in pain kind of thing. I think that's why people wanted to pay so much for that time when I did that fundraiser and I just ate because people just wanted to watch me be in pain.
Sure, maybe.
Yeah. People don't like me, so you need to be less likable. That's what.
Maybe just need to be a jerk.
There you go. The super hot or whatever. We were talking about that before, and you were saying how you were friends with the heat queen of the UK and everything.
Oh yeah, UK chili queen. Yeah,
UK chili queen, whatever. Yeah, she was amazing. We were talking before how she was on her way to 100-0. She's never been defeated, and now a lot of people now that you are the 4-time world spicy hot super hot pepper
the world champ of hot pepper.
That's
4-time
awesome.
reigning world champ. Yeah.
That's awesome, right? Yeah. So it's like now people are kind of calling for you guys to go a little head to head, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think that's going to happen?
I think it'll happen at some point. Like she's kind of, taking some time off. I think it's been about a couple of years now since she's done a competition. But once she gets back into it, she knows where I am. So
yeah,
we were thinking, You know the what was it? There was that Joey Chestnut Kobayashi thing on Netflix.
Yeah,
we were man, if they could set something up like that, that would be pretty. That'd be pretty awesome. Just
that was the hot dog eating challenge.
Yeah, the hot dog eating.
I never watched it. I mean, but I should have watched it. I mean, I'm surprised I didn't.
We love hot dogs. I didn't watch it. No, I know what it is. I haven't watched it yet though, because we love hot dogs.
Oh yeah,
so,
we had a whole episode dedicated.
I think that should be an afternoon pint thing. We should just reach out to her and see if she'll come on over and we could do it here in Halifax.
That'd be awesome. Sure. We host in Halifax, 100%.
Yeah,
I'm sure you get a huge draw. Now, are you worried about a window of this? Like, I mean, is there an age limit or whatever where you say, oh my gosh, like you must know people in the game who had to kind of hang it up?
This episode is brought to you by Strategy Up. Strategy Up is a business consulting firm led by Mark Zerka, who has over 20 years' experience in building commercial strategies that will up your game, organize your teams, increase your productivity, and grow your business.
Whether you're a construction company looking to grow your revenue or a busy restaurant owner just trying to keep the doors open, Strategy Up can help. Strategy Up's boutique-style consultations will help you improve business process across nearly any industry.
Being a successful entrepreneur does not mean you have to be an expert in everything. Strategy Up specializes in building a relationship with you. Once pain points in the business are realized, Strategy Up will introduce process and technology that will power up your game to the next level.
A successful business requires investment. Your next step towards growth starts now. Email info@mystrategyup.com for a free business discovery call. Up your game with Strategy Up.
Yeah, there are people who, kind of hung it up and stuff like that. I'm not even really thinking about that. I'm just like, I'm just gonna go as long as I can. I think it's like, if I was a hockey player, I'd be retired by now. But I feel like I'm just starting.
Well, you seem super healthy to me and all that. Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, is there a tolerance age or tolerance limit? I just noticed myself, I can't handle spice like I could 10 years ago.
Yeah,
and my partner, she'd probably say the same thing, right? Like, you know, if you're not normally practicing, but maybe it's different if you're practicing with it all the time.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I'm kind of. Yeah, I don't even think I've reached my peak yet.
Yeah?
I'm just building a better, higher tolerance and stuff like that. And, I'm just gonna give her as long as I can. Yeah.
Because you also said you haven't had a chance to have Pepper X yet. I mean, you gotta, I think that's got to be on the next on the list, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's hotter and hotter peppers coming out. It's that amps me up for sure. I want to keep going.
Do you keep in touch with a lot of the people in like the community like that? I don't think the Pepperhead community. People don't realize that who are listening here may not realize that that's a real community that's strong, right?
Yeah. It is. Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of people, and everybody kind of knows me, right? So there's people I'm closer friends with than others and stuff like that. Like I said, we talk to UK Chili Queen quite often. She's pretty involved with League of Fire, which is the organization that goes about the belts and competitions and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Regional champs and world championship stuff like that. So
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Any challenges in the pepper industry right now? Or any controversies?
Any controversies? I don't know. Not that I can really. Yeah, not that I really.
know
or like care about or whatever. I guess I
just don't know.
Yeah, I know
so little about this world, right? So I'm just kind of curious. Yeah.
Do you guys have a GOAT? Like the greatest of all time?
Is there like a Michael Jordan where even like you would aspire to be that dude?
I've been called the GOAT before. They called me the GOAT in the GOAT of chugging hot sauce in the super hot there.
That's amazing.
Right now, I've broken. I think I've eaten more hot peppers than anybody on the planet.
Wow.
So, I would say. Yeah, 4-time reigning world champ. I think I'm the GOAT right now.
They have to be red sneakers.
All right.
Yeah.
The red sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome though. Yeah. And that's the thing. So there you go. If we're sitting with the GOAT, then that's it. That's
pretty awesome.
Cheers
to that.
Cheers to that. It feels weird saying it, but recently I've kind of you know,
Well,
like I really am. So I gotta just roll with it. You know what I mean?
You got, exactly.
You know, trying to stay modest and everything, but I'm the goat right now.
Another question. Now I looked at newspaper articles, so I see like, you know, Nova Scotia's hot pepper champ, and then I looked like I saw an article a year ago. It was like Ontario's hot pepper champ.
Oh yeah.
So you moved from Ontario? And,
I did. Yeah.
So where did you grow up?
So I grew up in like Kawartha Lakes.
Kawartha Lakes,
which is in Ontario. It's kind of like a bunch of towns put together. Like there's, you know, like Lindsay or Bob Cajun, you know, like the song. This, you know. So I grew up in that area, and went to college in Toronto area, and then I moved to London, Ontario, and that's where I lived. That's where I've lived there longer than any other place, I guess, in my life. So, and then I moved to Nova Scotia just over a year ago.
Right. Why'd you move here?
We just wanted a change of pace. We wanted to be by the ocean.
Nice.
And we were loving it here. It's just it's a lot more chill than
That's awesome. What community do you live in right now here in Nova Scotia? I missed that.
Yeah, we live in Stellarton, so Pictou County. Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
No, Stellarton's a beautiful spot.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
Friend,
a
farmland
kind of deal, or
You should go right on there and knock on Sobeys' door. That's where the headquarters is.
Exactly.
Hey, sell some hot sauce.
Yeah, it's just just down the street from us. So I'm you know, I've talked to them a little bit, but it would be cool. It would be cool to get them in there. We're working on them, so we'll get them in there eventually.
I mean, there's some of that too, but I mean, another avenue is like places like Jungle Gyms here. Like they could be using your hot sauce and just buying it, like, you know, B2B type of thing, right? Like I think that could also be a really good way. It might even be better than going to Sobeys in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm just you know, I'm doing a lot of different things. But yeah, selling hot sauce is one of them. Right now I'm selling them at a bunch of different markets, but mostly at New Glasgow Farmers Market.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to get them out in the more stores and stuff and that right now. If you have any more suggestions, that's awesome. But you can get them
on your website, right?
Yeah, you can get them online. MikeJackieT.com.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. We'll put a link to it here on the episode here.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Yeah, for sure.
So going back to the competitions too, because I mean, like it's some serious competitions, kind of like you have to travel around the world doing this stuff, right? What's the prize money look like in this competitive world?
So they're really working on that right now. There's with the actual competitions, there's not a lot of prize money and stuff like that. It's not as big as Major League Eating yet, where they're doing the hot dog competitions and they're making Joey Chestnut's got he makes quite a bit of money doing that sort of thing, right? So right now I have a bunch of sponsors that help me travel around, stuff like that. It's really just it's more of a what do you call it, more of a pride sort of thing, I guess, winning getting the belts and stuff like that. But it's been pretty cool. I have had festivals and stuff like that, not doing the competitions, but doing Guinness World Records and stuff like that that have paid my way for travel and stuff like that.
So those comes with they come with prize money if you win those? Is that how it works?
Well, it's more like they they pay me to go and be a spectacle at their event sort of thing. So I've been real fortunate. I've got to travel around doing shows and stuff like that too. They pay your way and everything, but I never thought it would get this crazy when I started. But I've done for competitions the World Belt. I went to New Zealand, which was number one on my bucket list of places to check out. So we got to do that's where I won my first World Belt. That's and cool. Got to tour around for we toured around a couple weeks, just seeing everything there. And the other belts I won were in Prague, Czech Republic, and
awesome. Beautiful city,
Bulgaria, and the UK.
Jeez.
I did the Guinness World Records TV show in Milan, Italy. Oh, nice. So that was cool. They flew us out there and put us up and everything. I shot last year I did a challenge in a documentary that's coming out soon in Mexico, in Guadalajara, Mexico. Got to see the Tajín factory.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
So So
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And we're going to Berlin this year.
Nice.
So that's awesome. Never been to Germany, so that'll be cool to see.
Germany is awesome.
Yeah, gonna do some kind of crazy challenge there. So
man, this is awesome.
Eat world's spiciest currywurst.
I think I'm going to have to see about getting us some spicy food to try here for our game. So just excuse me for a second here, and see what I can get figured out here.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Oh yeah, sure.
No,
right
it's good.
back.
Yeah, you'll love Germany. Honestly, my wife lived in Germany for a year, and I've been to Germany 3 times. Some of the nicest people like you'll ever meet, and food's good. They have this so currywurst is basically like bratwurst that's in curry.
Oh wow!
And it's so good. But yeah, you could I guarantee if you came up with something where it's like mix your hot sauce with the currywurst and whatever, you were going to eat the world's spiciest currywurst, I bet you the Germans would come out and flock to see that.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think that could be something kind of pretty cool, because that could be something German food isn't known to be very spicy. It's so I think that could be a cool little addition kind of to draw kind of things out, so I don't know, maybe
who awesome.
Might as well give a shout out to whoever's sponsoring you. Give some love to the people who support you if you want to do that too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Do you want to grab my hoodie so I can see them all? I actually have like a crazy, quite a few sponsors. It was something I didn't really know if it would work out, but I kind of, when I first started traveling, I was like, I need some help here, guys. So I kind of just put it out on my socials, and then we got so many people reaching out, helping out. It was really amazing. So yeah, some of my sponsors, I've got Magic Plant. I maybe I have too many to mention, but I'll mention the big ones. I got Magic Plant. Yeah. Fiery Farms. Okay, they supply a lot of hot peppers and stuff to hot sauce companies and that. Papa Cap's hot sauce.
Nice.
We got sausespicante.ca.
Yeah.
They sell hot sauces in there out of Quebec. We got Wilshire Chili Farm. That's another hot sauce company. Smoke and Tears.
Yep.
Hot sauce. Never Better Club, which is a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And then our realtor, Haley from Remax. She,
awesome.
She actually set us up with our place we got in Stellarton.
So you're going to have, since you're a vegetarian, you're going to have spicy pickles, okay?
Oh, yeah.
The spiciest pickles these guys can make. You're going to have the spiciest wings these guys can make for our game.
Yeah, are they going to use his hot sauce, though?
They're going to use their hottest hot sauce.
Oh, they're going to use so they're using their suicide sauce?
Yeah.
All right, well, okay, we'll give that a try. We'll see.
Sure.
See what's up, yeah.
We already tried his. So there's a steep. Can you hand me over that the other ones? I just wanted to check the other ones out for a second.
Yeah, try the other ones out. That one there's my best seller there, Rise and Shine. So it's a pretty unique hot sauce, I'd say. It's it was my vision to make the perfect hot sauce for breakfast.
Oh,
so it has
okay, now
because I just love breakfast food, right? So it's got a breakfast sausage spice blend to it, maple syrup, habaneros for heat.
Yeah, because I'm looking at here. So you got your peppers, your vinegar, your sugars, which is maple syrup, and sugar cane. I'm a big maple syrup guy. Habanero mash, extra virgin olive oil, garlic, nutritional yeast, chili de abrol, black salt, fennel, black pepper and sage. Oh man, black pepper and sage. I am interested in trying. All right, I'm gonna see if I can taste the fennel.
You won't really feel the burn unless you put a little in your eye first.
Yeah.
Touch your eyes.
Oh, yeah. Just rub it in.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I made one video and YouTube didn't like it very much. It got taken down. Where I cut I wanted to see how much it would burn my eye, so I cut a Carolina Reaper pepper open.
Yeah.
And I just took my glasses off and opened my eye up and just like Clockwork Orange style, just touched it to my eye. And man,
violence.
It was not good. It was not a good feeling. Yeah,
your eyes look fine now, but I can't imagine they were that day. Holy smokes!
You know what? That is a absolutely fantastic hot sauce. It's not hot. It's not. It's fairly. Yeah. I consider it fairly mild.
It all depends on your tolerance for sure.
A tasty hot sauce, though. I can taste the fennel. Thank you. You know what you get a little hint of there is if you ever ordered a Meat Lover's pizza. It tastes like the sausage fennel. You can taste that in there. It's like, I'm telling you, that's really, really, really good. If you don't want anything that's too hot, like, because, most people don't.
That's probably more my jam right there.
Honestly, you would love that, dude. That would be like, I know, talking to the vegan, but that's going to taste really great on some breakfast sausages. Honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I have vegan breakfast sausages all the time. Put that on. Like a vegan egg substitute for sure.
There you go.
I do all that stuff. Yeah.
So this is Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
So jalapeno, vinegar, onion, extra virgin olive oil, garlic, sea salt, tequila.
Just a little bit of tequila.
Okay, arrow. Okay, some other word I don't know.
Chili arrow. Yeah, it's just it's like a dried pepper.
Okay. Cumin and lime juice. This is gonna be insanely tasty. It has to. I mean, so far all your sauces so far have been really, really.
So how did
really
you
tasty.
think of these recipes, man?
So it all started with the Tropical Fury one, and with that one, I've had people tell me for a while, you should come in with a hot sauce and stuff like that, and I don't really know how to make hot sauce, so I was talking to I'm pretty good friends with Brody Dawson from Dawson's, and he was telling me of how he does a hot sauce for like weddings and stuff like that, like custom sauces. I was like, I need some custom sauces. So the first one I was just like, I love, one of my favorite things to eat is pineapple, and I love pineapple on pizza, stuff like that. So I was just like, how about we do like a pineapple hot sauce? You don't have one of those. He's never made a pineapple sauce before, up until then, I think. And then just use kind of his basic recipe, but with pineapple, and there you go. And then the next one came out, it was Taco Tuesday, because people were saying Tropical Fury they wanted to support me, but that sauce was too hot for them, so they wanted like a milder one. So I was like, okay, like what's something else I love? And I'm like, my favorite food is like Mexican cuisine. Like I love burritos and chimichangas and tacos and stuff like that. So I was like, let's do a taco one, make it milder, Taco Tuesday. Because jalapenos, it's great for Mexican cuisine. So we came out with that one. And then I was like, okay, I need one that's in between now. So what's something else I love? And I'm like, I like breakfast. And this one I thought about like so much, and trying to, my wife Jamie wasn't too sure like how it would turn out, because it's something nobody's really done before. Trying to make a sauce that like it tastes like breakfast, like it tastes like a breakfast sausage, right? Yeah. Or like a breakfast sandwich. So that one we spent some time with. There was a couple different batches Brody made up for me with. I had a lot of the ideas for the ingredients. He added his ideas, and we came up with something super awesome. Super proud of that one.
Honestly, all three, you nailed it. So these are the three that you have?
Those are the three that I have. Yeah, I've got ideas for some more, but we're going to keep that on the DL, because we don't want anybody swiping in on my ideas there.
That makes total sense to me. But honestly, you nailed all three, all different heat levels. I just had the Taco Tuesday. It tastes like you ground up a taco and put that in there. It is extremely tasty. Like, I know this sounds kind of infomercially or whatever, but I'm really excited about good beer, and I'm really excited about good hot sauces. And those are really good hot sauces. I'd buy those any day. Like if those were readily available, more accessible and stuff like that, I mean, I'll have to order some from you, but I would order those all the time. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He has a whole box to sell you right now in his trunk.
Yeah, exactly. Because those are fantastic. So like anyone who knows, my level of that I like hot sauces, that gets my stamp of approval. That's for sure.
Awesome, thank you so much. Yeah, we're trying to make not just heat, but flavor with your heat too, right? So
it's important.
Yeah, exactly.
People sleep on it, right? Like we talked about Da Bomb, and everyone knows about it because of the hot ones and everything, but it doesn't taste good.
No. Right? Kind of tastes like a tire fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
you guys got to sign this waiver for their super hot wings that are going to kill you. So
got a waiver.
Yeah, so you can't sue them. So we're at Jungle Jim's there. They're making us sign the waiver.
So is this mostly for fun, or is it legit?
For the most part,
yeah.
It's you can read it over. It's kind of worded a little.
Okay, guys. Welcome to Spicy Thoughts. Each of you are going to have 1 minute to answer a question that requires a little bit of thought and a little bit of explanation.
Okay.
And I'm going to reward a point to the best answer. Now, while we're doing that, we're going to eat some very, very spicy stuff. So we're at Jungle Jim's. They got a waiver for you guys to both sign there. If you can sign off on that waiver to eat their hot sauce.
Yeah, we'll sign off on the waiver. And
All right,
yeah.
I think my manager looked it over for me. I think it's all
Okay.
it's all okay there.
And just to double down, we're going to use some of Mike Jack's very own hot sauce. This is your hottest one, right? The Mike Jack Eats Heat Tropical Fury.
Tropical Fury.
All right, so we're going to add some of this to the fire too, gentlemen. So before
right.
you enjoy, add some of that. So are you guys ready for the first question?
Sure. Are we going to eat first? And
I
then
think eat
Yeah,
first
should
and answer the question. Yeah. So
right.
and I'll give you a minute to answer it.
All right.
All right, so
Okay.
here we go with the Jungle Jim's Suicide Wings.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
try it. Let's try their sauce here.
Try their sauce out. Take a bite. Hot enough for you?
It's not fair for me to say too much about it, but
You are
I'm
a
not
hot
really-
sauce champion. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you look pretty calm, Matt. You look pretty calm as well. All right. Okay, let's get on to the first question. What could be a better solution than carbon tax to help mitigate climate change? You both have 1 minute to answer. I'll go with you first,
Oh.
Matt.
Okay, I'm going first.
Well, you have 1 minute to answer.
All right. I'm a big fan of the cap and trade system, so I'm just going with that. Cap and trade, we award non-polluters or people who are actively trying to not pollute, and they award credits, and then those in return, they can sell their credits off to other polluters if they choose to. That way, those businesses can make money on the fact that they're not polluting, and other companies can buy them. And then, in effect, those companies are paying for polluting.
Okay, thank you, Matt. And now, if you're ready, Mike, we'll take your minute.
Yeah, for sure. So, I think cap and trade is a good method, but I think there should be more incentives for getting like electric vehicles and stuff like that. Like, just make it cheaper, and then make it cheaper, more convenient, and then people will just like go to it, right? Like start using more electric vehicles instead of the ones that take up the fossil fuels.
Well, I like both of these a lot here, guys, but I do like the consumer side of taking care of the little guy, so I'm going to give you the point. There you go. All right, on to question 2.
All right, I took a little dab of Mike's sauce. Here.
All right, let
Yeah.
you get in there.
Let's,
Go. Let's Mike.
Let's
yeah.
sauce this one right up here. With some,
Yeah. So get your
some
sauce going.
here.
Yeah.
I'll enjoy this cool ranch over here. Maybe have a shot of that.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay. Are you guys feeling the heat a little bit more now?
Sure, a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay. In the future, do you think it will be less ethical to eat meat, and why? Yes or no, and why? Matt, or actually, Mike, you go first.
Uh-oh. Yes, I do. I think it's getting. I think there's more and more people, becoming vegetarian or vegan all the time. As a vegan for over 8 years, it's getting a lot easier too. Like there's a lot of fast food restaurants that have vegan options now and stuff like that. Almost everywhere does, and like outside of North America, like it's huge in like the UK, like. It's like basically every restaurant has like a vegan option, stuff like that. So it's getting easier, and I think as times change, like like different races of people were treated a lot differently in the past, and I think it's going to change into different species of animal. People are going to be starting to look at that the same way, human slavery and animal slavery.
Wow. Okay, that was heavy. Okay, Matt, your turn.
Yeah. I don't necessarily disagree with him, but I disagree with him. Because I think he has a point. I think more and more people it's true. More and more people are eating less meat. They're seeking other options. All that stuff is very true. I love bacon and chicken wings, so that's never going to change for me. But I could see people eating less meat. I could see a trend going that way. I don't know. I don't know if it's the ethical way or not, but I'm very purist of, lions eat other meats, and, I'm a lion.
Okay. So I got to say, Mike, you had the more eloquent answer. Matt, you're getting the point because I'm a big steak guy. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry on that, okay? But we're just going to move on to the next question. But respect, Mike. A good answer from both of you. Okay, next question. Should the drinking age in Canada be lowered to 18 or raised to 21, and why? Matt, you go first.
All right, just one second. I'm going to take a bite of this.
All right, there you go. Start the clock after you react there.
Well, I think it should be lowered to 18. Reason being is you're an adult. We trust you with everything else in life. Why not give you the absolute, control? The fact that you can vote, the fact that you can, I don't know, go get porn and all that stuff. Porn is could be a pretty horrible addiction for some people. Mm-hmm. And we hold back alcohol, which in some places it's actually been shown that maybe in Germany, where they have less issues with alcohol, they're allowed to drink not hard alcohol, but beer and wine at 16.
Oh, wow.
And so you get that whole, mystery of it out of the way. And, they grow up with it a little bit differently. So I think normalizing it might be better. It might result outside of addictions, might result in less issues.
Okay, Mike.
All right. Well, I actually don't drink or anything, but
right.
But in order to appeal to the judge here, because the last one went to the meat eater, so I got to say, yeah, for sure, like everybody drink and have a great time, right? So
no. What do you think? I would rather. Do you really think that it should be 18 or 21? I'd rather you answer it fairly. I'd like to get your opinion out.
I almost feel like with stuff like this, like it should be more of instead of your age, just do a test. Right, like if you're mature enough to handle alcohol, then prove it, right? Because there's some people who are, there's some people who are like maybe 30 who don't know how to handle alcohol appropriately. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, hey, if you're younger, if you're I don't know 15 or 16, and you can you're mature and you can handle it, then whatever, like. But
so are you suggesting like an alcohol test, like a curriculum you must pass?
Yeah,
in order
exactly.
To drink?
Like a driver's license, right?
License to drink.
Yeah, exactly. Or a license to drink, right? So, I think a lot of things that are, maybe it's harder to regulate, but instead of having it based on age, just have it on based on maturity and intelligence, I guess, right? Like, like
I don't know, Mike. Man, you might have took this.
Am I taking it?
Yeah, I think I'll give you the point. I like it when it goes a little different. Yeah, but I mean, Matt taught a lot of talking points here, though.
Just outside of the box, right?
We're going to give you that one, right? You're our guest. Yeah.
I don't really hate that answer either.
I felt bad about the meat one. What could I say? I was super biased there. So
that's right. No problem.
Okay, so you're getting that point. All right. Okay. Next question, and just want your honest explanation. Are people who enjoy really spicy foods generally assholes or good people?
I think he's first on this one.
You're first, Mike.
I'm first. Well, I guess I gotta say they're good people, right? Because I'm a good people. Matt's a good people.
Okay.
It seems right. So, I guess I'd say they're good people. Yeah, that's I don't know why spicy stuff. Maybe they get so hyped up on the spicy stuff that it calms them down when they're not eating the spicy stuff, I guess. So they get all their rage and anger out when they're freaking out after eating something spicy. So then they're nice after, right?
That's a good answer,
yeah,
Mike. I like that. That's your go.
I think I actually have to concede that. Actually, I think that's a great answer. I think I would probably say that verbatim.
All right, you both get a point. What else? All right, last one. Okay, if artificial intelligence will be the end of all of us, that's an if, right? Hypothetical. How will they do it? How do you think robots will destroy the Earth? Matt, you can take point.
How will robots destroy the Earth?
Artificial intelligence. If they were to take over, how are they going to do it? Maybe not destroy the Earth. Sorry.
Well, they don't have capsaicin receptors, so I think they'll be able to destroy most of the population by forcing people to eat really spicy food.
Okay. And
the only ones who will survive are probably Mike, and he'll end up being some sort of like weird slave. So that's what I think is going to happen.
Wow. I think. All right. So I think You know the movie The Matrix.
Yes.
I think it'll be more like a Matrix situation where they need our power or our, something in our energy or blood. They'll hook us up to stuff and we'll be knocked out. So it'll be essentially, not to be super vegan about it, but it's like we're going to be like the cows of the future, We're going to be hooked up to little machines that are just like sucking out our stuff and whatever. And yeah.
Okay.
You're going to win this because he loves The Matrix. It's his favorite movie.
It's my favorite movie, and I already gave one bias point today. I actually kind of like Matt's point on this, though, or his view of you being the last one left, because you could rock the spicy food the hardest, Mike. So
yeah.
I'm going to give Matt the point for endorsing you and saying you're not.
Fair enough.
Thinking you're not only not an a-hole, you're going to be one of the last survivors on the human planet.
We have a problem, though.
What's that?
That means we're tied.
Yeah?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah, because you awarded us each a point on one.
And then I gave you a split on one.
That's what
Yeah,
I mean.
that's the same one.
Shit.
It's the same one.
Okay, so we're going to have to think here really quick on our feet. How are we going to break this tie?
Yeah.
Fight to the death.
Fight to the death? How much of... Matt, why don't you just take a huge chug of Buddy Sauce there?
All right.
It seems like this doesn't even affect you, so I'm not even sure if this is going to make any sense at this point.
Put it on the celery?
Yeah.
There, I'll do vegan style. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. I don't know. Here, let me try one. Give me a stick or something. Yeah.
There you go.
See here. See if this shit is even hot.
Are you already tried it? And you just spill on yourself.
This is going to destroy me.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh.
You know
Feel
what?
it right away. What's wrong with you guys?
I'm telling you. You know what?
Woo.
I say Mike wins because he got you to eat something that I never thought you would eat.
There you go.
So he wins.
You wins for ruining my day.
I could have never gotten him to eat that.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, cheers, Mike.
Cheers.
Woo. Cheers. Cheers to that.
Turn the goddamn cameras off.
Cheers to Tobin Hurton. Thank you so much. And thanks to Jungle Gyms. And he's really hurting, so thank you, Mike. We'll share everything.
Hey, no problem.
Good luck. Man, I hope you keep on winning championships forever, and I hope you get 18 more records.
Awesome meeting you, Mike. You're a super nice guy.
Yeah, thank you.
I am dying, but this was lovely.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Cheers.
Looks like you were hurting.
I wasn't I. I'm hurting. Water.
Thank you for listening to The Afternoon Pint. We are an independent podcast and we need your support. Please take a moment to hit that like, follow, and share button. Email us if you have an idea or suggestion for the show. Please send your feedback. We'd love to hear from you.